I think that we've brought emotions into the workplace when millennials came into work. And so we're misinterpreting communication. And then we have a generation that looks at, I've got my work done. I've been very, very efficient. Time is my currency. And they look at time very, very differently. I like to use the word baby boomers, Gen X, millennials. Open your eyes to these young people that are adapting, because that's where the gold is, where they're bringing their perspectives in, and they're bending too, and they're adapting. So I just feel like it's a two-way street. I'll just blame it on the phone. I'll blame it on when you had an opportunity to take a picture of your food. Remember, millennials, when you took pictures of and you showed us, and then you started taking selfies, you were saying, here I am. Here's what I like. I'm going to share my ideas. And I think that the phone, this whole idea, began to change the way we look at who we are. I apologize to millennials. We made fun of you. We couldn't wait. As a baby boomer, as an open-minded baby boomer, remember that. As a baby boomer, I expected the changes to occur. I was waiting for you to grow up. You didn't. You, in fact, changed me. And so we're starting to see this trend. So these millennials, I think in the beginning, 80 million of them, bigger than the baby boomer generation, brought the change in. And it's here.
I push myself to always be on the leading edge of technology. It's probably because I grew up with a baby boomer CEO that was the exact opposite. And I felt like it detracted from his leadership. So I almost made like this kind of commitment to myself. I'm not going to be that guy one day. I wish I learned it in my 20s, because I've been a bit of a workaholic, and I've traveled internationally, and people there would say, you Americans, you just live to work. We only work to live. They have a much more beautiful work-life harmony. Like when professional athletes, they don't, the game doesn't go on 24 hours a day. There's game time where you have peak and you oscillate to get to peak performance. And then there's downtime and rest time. Whereas like some of us that have been raised in that generation, especially baby boomers X, is just wide open all the time. And then we wonder why our health fails, why we burn out, et cetera.
And it starts with Gen X. Gen X, you started casual dress. And so all of a sudden we didn't have to dress professionally anymore. I mean, baby boomers got upset because we wanted you to look a certain way, but casual dress came in because of the technology. So it kind of began there with nibbling it away. And then millennials came on the scene and they said, hey, we're going to text. We're going to stop doing those emails. I don't want long emails anymore. Let's text. And, then now we have Gen Z. Gen Z doesn't even answer a text. It's so interesting how we're beginning to see the cultures change because of the generations.